Kevin left work at 1:30. The lady that was the drunk driver, she was taking her friend home, was driving so badly that she was scaring her friend, and they made her pull over. And there was people following that was less intoxicated, and one of them drove the rest of the way to her friend's house. And when that person got out of the vehicle, they didn't turn the vehicle off, take the keys or anything, and she just climbed over into the driver's seat and drove away. And she got on Highway 153 at Jersey Pike on the wrong side and drove over 4 miles, almost hitting 3 other people before she hit Kevin. Gash all the way down his face. His eye sockets were even broken. He was just very, very badly broken. And I heard the words as I was praying come out of my mouth, God, I forgive her for what she's done to our family. And in my head, I'm thinking, wait, what are you saying? But in my heart, I knew this is what I have to do to be able to get my prayers answered, because, you know, the Bible says if you have anything against someone, you forgive them, and then, you know, your prayers will be answered. And so I couldn't afford not to forgive. And I had family members that were very upset with me for that. But at that point, it wasn't about them. It was about me and my relationship, and it was about Kevin. And so at that point, we started going through the process of making the decisions for organ donation, which was a very grueling, intense time. And I left the hospital and without my son. We started the court process. All the family were able to go in this room with her and sit across from her and be able to tell her our feelings and what, you know, her irresponsibility getting behind the wheel intoxicated had done to our family. I showed her pictures of him in the hospital, pictures from the wreck. I played an audio of one of my voicemails that I had saved from Kevin. He just loved friends and family and having fun. That was his main thing. Let's have fun. And he had actually even gone to the bank. He was going to start his own gaming cafe because he wanted a place for kids to be able to come and have a safe place to play and hang out. And just 2 weeks prior to his wreck, I looked at her and I said, you know, the main thing that I want you to know is that I forgive you. And I heard God say to me, offer your help to her. You know, because for 10 years prior to this, we had been in prison ministry and, you know, teaching people how to change your life and how to be able to walk this life out with God. And I was like, and I'm having this conversation with God in my head, and I'm like, really, God, seriously? And he said, offer your help. And I said, okay. And so I looked at her and I said, you know, I would like to be the person to help you, to be the person that God created you to be, and to find out who that is, if you'll let me. And she, you know, shook her head yes, that she would like that. And then God said, now go hug her. I thought, wow, this is really, really stepping out there. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to be obedient, because if I'm obedient, God can do way more with this than I could ever imagine. And so I asked her, I said, can I hug you? And she shook her head, and we got up and walked toward each other, and we hugged, and we just hugged and cried and cried and cried and cried. And she just kept saying over and over and over, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I was one of the ones that spoke for her at her parole hearing. And I started my speech, what I wanted to say to the parole board with, you know, I'm guilty of murder too. And the person that I killed, his father, forgave me and welcomed me into his family. And so who am I to not extend that same forgiveness to her and forgive her? And you know, and that person was Jesus. I'm responsible for his death. And his father forgave me, loved me, and accepted me as family.
How great the love of Jesus Christ. the cross of Calvary. The blood was shed that pardons me. No longer